What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Smiths. Once again, shout out to Daisyllusion for sending all the non-album singles and B-sides. And indeed, this tune, Accept Yourself, I like the phrase, and it seems remarkably and surprisingly, and perhaps misleadingly, optimistic for someone like Morrissey. But it's listed as a non-album single B-side version. So the use of the word version makes me wonder, is there a later version of this? Did they reconfigure it at some point, but again, not on one of the albums? Because again, I keyword search, I was like, wait, so this wasn't on one of the albums that I went through, right? And it wasn't. So yeah, ultimately curious about that, just given the use of the word version. But again, accept yourself, the idea of accepting who you are and maybe both your strengths and your flaws. I would argue that there could be a complacency in the way some people would perhaps accept themselves, such that, well, I can never change, so I'm not going to feel too bad about, my vices or my poor decisions and my behavior that is perhaps not up to moral snuff. So I do wonder in what context the accept yourself directive is being issued, though again, in many contexts I would say it is a very positive thing to be comfortable with who you are and to not perhaps let naysayers dissuade you from being comfortable in that way. So maybe that latter articulation feels like it's more running in the direction of Morrissey's song. But let's see what this is. This is the Smiths. The tune is Accept Yourself, and as I said, it's listed as a non-album single B-side version.
Every day you must say, so how do I feel about my life? Anything is hard to find when you will not open your eyes, when you accept yourself.
Like the guitar. skipping record, not a broken record, as people sometimes say. Nevertheless, yeah, sonically, it feels very much in their wheelhouse, so to speak. The sort of flowing, very pleasant guitar work, a light, buoyant feel overall. Morrissey's melodic, flowing vocals, and ultimately, I didn't catch everything. Obviously, there's that main bit about like anything is hard to find if you like don't open your eyes. What was it, every day? But there were other aspects that I heard where it was like, wait, so it was something about like it sounded like the other person was maybe defining themselves through hate or something. I think I maybe misheard that line. And now there's like there was a third line that I wanted to discuss, and now I'm blanking on it. So in the meantime, I'll say that it felt like a bit longer, especially for a B-side. Yeah, like more than 4 minutes, so certainly not a short tune. I did like the sort of fragmented, syncopated nature of some of the transitions from measure to measure, and at the end it sort of like looped into that again, almost as if it was like a locked groove on a record. But yeah, ultimately the sonics felt very much, characteristically the Smiths. Oh, for like half a second, I touched on the line that I'm trying to think of, and then like forcing it, like I shone a like flashlight, and the idea like ran off into the shadows again. Damn it, what the hell was it? If I can remember, I'll put it in the video description. I hate when this happens, because usually it's like within minutes of ending the video, it's like, oh right, like damn it. But yeah, it's not coming to me, and I won't make you wait for it. Nevertheless, yeah, it does feel like it was a much more truly Morrissey song than the phrase sounded like on the surface of it. In fact, it's related to the phrase itself. It was like, accept, like, what was it, your behavior, your decisions? It's like something like that. And so it sounded like, you have to acknowledge, and like, maybe you can close your eyes, you can pretend that, it isn't happening, but, you are a product perhaps of your choices or decisions. Again, I'm like forgetting the specific essence of it, but either way, as I said, it, in the end, it felt much more like, yeah, you got to accept yourself, even if that means flaws, and it's, not necessarily about, be comfortable, with who you are, and, that's the end of it. So either way, I look forward to the comments, and once again, shout out to daisyllusion, as well as to Han Solo, who shared the proper albums that we went through. So yeah, big shout out to all of you, as well as to like Seb and others who've been commenting on the Smiths, and indeed Morrissey. Seb is the one sharing the Morrissey solo stuff, so big shout out to all of you, and there should be a Morrissey reaction in this same batch. So let me know what you think, and I will see you next time. Peace.